right, good morning everyone. We are live streaming on YouTube. Todd, if I have you here, let's get you in the main show by sharing your camera. And I'll go ahead and also share the presentation.
And here we are once again. Good morning to you. It's the Fall 2020 HCC IDEAS Virtual IDEAS Pitch Competition. I'm Todd Duplantis with HCC TV, and Robbie Brombot is on with me as well. And it looks like we are live on YouTube right now. We've got a great presentation for you this morning. We've got a number of people we want to introduce. First, of course, we'll talk about the pitch timing rules and the pitch scoring criteria for the presentation this morning. Robbie, do you want to go over that?
Yes, Todd, give me 1 second. I want to make sure our folks are all here, and you are good to go in just 10 seconds, please. All right, Todd, you are good to go.
All right, well, we're going to start off, and Robbie, why don't we go ahead and move on to introducing the folks who will be our judges here and the committee, if we'll take a look at those. We've got, of course, Mr. Robbie Brombot, the Director of Student Innovation and Entrepreneurships here at Houston Community College. Ms. Grace Rodriguez, CEO of Impact Hub Houston. Ms. Audrey Mitchell, Office Assistant, Center for Entrepreneurship. And of course, my name's Todd Duplantis. I'm the Director of HCC TV. And we'll move on to our next slide. Of course, we've got our judges. And for some reason, I'm not bringing up the judges here. Let's see here. We get to the judges screen. And there's our judges, Mr. Philip Yates, Board Chairman for Impact Houston, Hub Houston. Dr. Angela Wilkins, Executive Director of Ken Kennedy Institute at Rice University. Good morning to you. Lady we know very well here at Houston Community College, Dr. Maya Durnovo, Chief Entrepreneurial Officer, Houston Community College. And Dr. Patrick Wook, the Director of McNair Center, University of St. Thomas. Good morning to you all. We'll go through a few of those. The criteria for scoring are based on solving the societal need that has high impact, affects many, sustainable, is eco-friendly or green, creates values or fills a gap, and can be prototyped, tested, or validated. We've got a number of folks who are in the finalists this morning, so let's go ahead and take a look at their names. All right, so there's our scoring once again. And if we can get to the next. All right, here we go. So these are the finalists who will be making pitches this morning. We've got 15 of them you'll be hearing from, and they will all have a timed to make a pitch on their idea for this Fall 2020 event. So Robbie, you want to go ahead and we'll get started with the first one? And I believe number one is, finalist number one is Apnea Safe is the name of the pitch, and Rajajgi Kolkatar. And I apologize if I didn't get your name right. If you would please pronounce your name, and let's get started.
I'm Rajajgi Kolkatar. here, I will share my screen and go to the PowerPoint. Oh, there we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let me go to first. Give me one moment here. Okay. Hi, I'm Rajsi Kolhatkar, and this is Apnea Safe, an easy and affordable solution to sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a sleeping disorder in which breathing repeatedly starts and stops. Whenever you are sleeping, the airways in your throat get smaller and you cannot get enough oxygen in your body. About 1 billion people suffer from sleep apnea worldwide and 26 million in the US alone. Due to the lack of oxygen running to your brain, it can cause brain damage, a difficulty in concentrating, and moodiness. And for right now, there's no easy solution. The only current solution, which is definitely not easy or cheap, is CPAP, a continuous positive airway pressure. It is a mask that is attached to your face while you are sleeping that continuously gives oxygen and air to keep your airways open in your throat. However, it is very invasive because you would probably not want a mask on you while you are sleeping at all time. It is also very expensive. The least to just get the mask is just $300, but it can range up to $600 for a mask when you sleep. However, my innovation, Apnea Safe, is easy to use, non-invasive, and cheaper. It is designed like a hearing aid or a clip-on earring. It clasps to the earlobe where an SpO2 sensor detects the blood oxygen levels. An SpO2 sensor is a sensor that is present in an oximeter, which we will all know today while we are in the pandemic. The SpO2 sensor has LED lights on both sides of the clasp on the earring, and it will send red lights through your tissue on your ear to measure the blood oxygen levels in your blood. The oxygen levels when you are sleeping are a lot lower than when you are at an upright position, which would be better for someone who suffers with sleep apnea. How does it work? The SpO2 sensor is attached onto the hearing aid-like device or earring, and it will sense the blood oxygen levels in your body, and when it gets too low, it will have a beeping sound for the person who is sleeping to get up into an upright position to help with their oxygen flow. However, if the person is deaf, it will create a vibration on your ear to alert the person to get up. Conclusion, Apnea Safe is an easy and affordable solution to sleep apnea. What's next? I'm going to put together a prototype and prove the concept. Since oximeters are very common these days, since we are in the pandemic, this technology would be very useful since it could have many ways, such as sleep apnea. Any questions?
All right, judges, any questions for Rajasi?
Hi, Rajashi. I was wondering, what made you think of this? It's a very interesting idea.
Thank you. So I was looking into COVID-19 related problems and what technology is used, and I looked into oximeters. That seems to be a very common technology that is used nowadays in the pandemic. So I was looking at the different things that would affect your oxygen levels, because that is what an oximeter measures. And I was looking at asthma, lung disease, and then I saw sleep apnea. And that was something that is very common, but is not talked about enough, because 1 billion people in the world are affected, and it's not a very common problem. So I thought I would try and fix that or help with that.
I think it's a very interesting solution for probably areas where you don't have access to a lot of technology.
Thank you.
All right, judges, any other questions for Rajasi? Okay, no other questions. Ravi, let's move on. Thank you, Rajasi. Great pitch. Thank you this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to our next finalist number two, college therapist pitch by Omar Alisa. Good morning, Omar.
Hello?
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. All right, how you guys doing today? Hope everyone's doing great. Let me try and share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Hello?
We can see you.
Why do I only hear stuff? Okay, yeah, you can see it. Just let me know when to start.
Ready? Go ahead and start, Omar.
All right. All right, so I'm presenting on an application called College Therapist. So recently I've noticed that a lot of people have a significant impact on their mental health with a specific focus on the younger generation. And I've also noticed that people fear being seen entering a therapist's office because of social anxiety, or, they're just generally afraid of like other people talking about them, saying, oh, they have issues. You know what I mean? So the idea is to create an application where a college student can receive therapy via a smartphone. And that would remove that social anxiety, and they can get the help they need. The design, it's being produced in Adobe XD. It's a 5-tab application. The first tab is a home tab. It allows people to post their stories about any mental health issues they have and how they've overcome it. And when they do post it, it's all verified, so no one can just post whatever they want. The search option allows you to click whatever help you need. And then you're presented with a list of all available therapists within that specific category. The center tab is emergency help. You press it and it calls all therapists, and the first one to pick up is the person that helps. The fourth tab is a chat and call tab. You can see all your available chats and initiate a call with any of the therapists that you have been chatting with previously. The settings tab's just general. The design actually isn't complete. This is preliminary design, nowhere near polished. The functions, of course, it's chat enabled, VIOP enabled, and it will have a scheduling function. Therefore, people can schedule a time with a therapist. And it's competitive advantage because there are many applications on the market for therapy, but they all cost a lot of money, which college students do not have. Therefore, I see it as advantageous to sell it to universities specifically. Therefore, the college students could receive it as part of their tuition. Therefore, it makes it free, but in a sense, it's really not. Nothing is free. That's pretty much it. Any questions? Hello?
All right, judges, any questions for Omar? Dr. Wook?
Omar, I had a question. One
Sure.
of the things that come to mind immediately in seeing this is being anonymous being anonymous. Is there a function or do you envision a function of being anonymous? Or do you think this is an application where it would be good that the therapist that's reached knows the client? What's your view on that? And if they do, the second part to this is, and if they do become anonymous, how do you ensure an anonymity that the person isn't identified maybe through IP address or something like this? How would you ensure that for the client to make them feel safe?
Well, you'd ensure it through the back end itself. All that data would not be accessible to the therapist. And I was also considering another feature where all the chat messages disappear after a certain amount of time. Therefore, it could potentially help with that I can't pronounce that word, anonymity fear, and any other fear of releasing whatever they would like to have released to that therapist, any information. Any other questions?
Yes, Omar, this is Philip. I think it's a great concept, Omar, especially dealing with mental health, particularly at that age, and how it contributes, and how social media may contribute to that, along with other pressures in that age group. So great concept. I wanted to know, in addition to your previous question, have you looked into cybersecurity and how much that's going to cost you? And then two, and this might be something for you to consider also, what those revenue models look like from a standpoint of what colleges are paying for. Because I remember, many moons ago when I was in college, we did have some free services, clinics on campus, and then also how maybe health insurance may play into effect of your business model as another potential partner.
So I have not looked into the health insurance aspect, but I have looked into one university, and they were paying about $8 a head per student per semester. So it averages at about $250,000 a semester. So that would be enough to pay for cybersecurity production costs for the application if I get one university. And on top of it, a therapist. One therapist specific to the platform, and the therapists that are already on campus would, of course, have access to the platform itself. Any other questions?
All right. Looks like appreciate it, Omar. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Finalist number 3, Connect by Amaris Shi. Is Amaris available? All right, Amaris, good morning. Go ahead and unmute microphone. There you go. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good morning. So it looks like we've just got Omar in the queue still. If you stand by, Amaris, we'll get Omar out of the queue, and then you'll be ready to go.
Hey, Omar, if you can unshare your screen, then we'll be able to move on. And then Amaris, share your screen, please.
I was wondering if my team members are also presenting, because I have a team with me today.
Their name, there we go. We're adding them now. Okay. If you can unshare your screen, hit the green button at the bottom that says screen share.
Sure. Can you see it?
I think we've still got Omar on. That might be the problem here. There we go. Amaris, is this your whole team?
We have one more person.
One more. Okay.
Amaris, who's missing on your team?
Gigi Gong.
Sue, Audrey, can we find Gigi in the list?
She may be under the name Gianna.
Oh, Gianna. We found her. Okay, she's in. All right, you're good to go.
Okay, Amaris, we're going to go ahead and let you get started. If you want to real quickly just mention the members of your team, and then you can get started.
My name is Amaris Shi. My second member is Amber Q, and the third member is Gianna Gong.
Go right ahead when you're ready.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to write some last-minute pitch notes, but would you look at that? My pen decided to stop working. Guess I'll have to get a new one. After all, there were plenty in the pack that I bought. Now that's one more pen, joining 1.6 billion others in United States landfills each year. The rising availability of cheap disposable pens contributes to high plastic use. It is disheartening to see so many people throw away these environmentally harming products at such an alarming rate, which is why we at Connect aim to reduce this specific plastic use. Hi, my name is Amber Shi, and I'm the CEO of Connect.
Hi, my name is Amber Q. I'm the COO.
Hi, my name is Gianna Gaunt, and I am head of marketing.
To combat this ever-growing problem, we at Connect have created a new, innovative design not seen on the market ever before. The Connect Pen is a multi-purpose writing utensil that's goal is to mitigate plastic use. Our product will be made from biodegradable corn plastic, a renewable resource. The two-in-one design allows both sides of the writing utensil to be utilized, doubling functionality. Its defining feature is its interchangeability, with ends that can be easily mixed and matched with their intricate groove design. We plan to launch our product with 4 different interchangeable nibs: a ballpoint pen, highlighter, eraser, and mechanical pencil.
Our market consists of students and workers from age 10 to around age 20. This is primarily because people within this age group spend much of their time writing traditionally and have a necessity for convenient access to different office supplies. There are about 155,238 people within this age group in the Houston area. When we multiply this number by our estimated price of $7, we get a sum of $1 million for our total market share. In order to capitalize on our optimistic market share, our marketing strategies include viral social media marketing, pre-sales, e-commerce, and direct selling. It is estimated that the U.S. e-commerce sales will increase by 18% this year due to COVID-19. Consequently, viral social media marketing and e-commerce has become vital to provide exposure for new products like ours. Additionally, our professional website is easily accessible, making it convenient for customers to view our company's brand and buy our products.
Unlike any other company in the writing utility market, our Connect Pen integrates fully interchangeable parts. This compresses the various functions of multiple pens into one efficient pen, and students and professionals are able to cut down on waste. Connect strives to minimize the damaging effects of pollution and consumerism through the mitigation of petroleum plastics and the implementation of biodegradable alternatives such as corn plastic.
We will ensure that the funds will go to launching Connect off the ground. We plan to use 5% to finalize and produce clear blueprints of our design, 85% to begin manufacturing our product, and the final 10% to launch our unique ad campaign.
Let's connect with the environment and an easier writing experience. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Amaris. Anybody have any questions, judges, for Amaris and her team?
I was curious about the numbers at the end. You mentioned, I think it's 5, 85, and 10%. How did you come about that being how you're going to spend your funds?
I can take this one. So for the 5% that goes into improving our design, we aim to produce a 3D model of our design in order to clearly illustrate our product, while also figuring out how the intricate design and the exact details will come together. We will also 3D print a prototype of our product to create a physical model and simulation. And then the other percentage that goes into the ads, we plan to invest that money into making physical flyers, advertise at our schools, and we're also doing Instagram and Facebook ads.
Right. To jump off of what Gianna said, we also plan to use 85% of the money to go into manufacturing. Since our product is a unique design that you can't wholesale buy off the market, we plan to contact manufacturers in order to produce the shell of our design and wholesale buy the inner workings, such as the ink and like the push mechanics of the pencils and things.
All right, any other questions for the team? All right, if not, we'll go ahead and move on to the next contestant. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next contestant, it's going to be the COVID Tracker app. The presenter and finalist, number 4, is Eric Washburn. And we'll give a minute for Eric to join us.
You have presenter access. Click on share screen or turn on your webcam.
And we'll have Eric Washburn, where Eric is contestant number 4, finalist number 4, the COVID Tracker app. Eric will be joining us in a moment. All right, Ravi, are we having some technical issues with Eric? Do we want to move on to the next finalist?
Todd, if we can wait just a few more seconds,
Okay.
Trying to figure out if he needs to restart his browser. Judges, use this time to read out his presentation that's on DevPost. We are trying to get him, though. Eric, we're going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, we will have to move on. She's putting in the chat that it was working before, just it's not working now. Try turning on your cam, Eric. Okay. Judges, you are free to grade his submission as it's posted on DevPost without the pitch presentation. I understand that may impact his grade, but we will have to continue. And with that, the next team should get ready. The next team.
All right, you want to move to finalist number 5. That's going to be the team led by Ashiam Patel, and finalist number 5 for Covesol. If we can get the team in place, we'll get them on camera and get started with them shortly.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
We sure can.
Okay, yeah. I found Farouk as my partner, and he's going to be the one screen sharing for today. So I think we need to bring him in.
Okay, we'll get Ravi to bring him into the room in a moment. There we go.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. So we got the whole team here?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and turn my mic and camera off. And gentlemen, go ahead and get started with your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to play a YouTube video. Give me one quick second to get that up and running. So, let's go.
Obviously, we're not hearing any sound here, gentlemen. So, Ravi, would we be able to hear the sound, or do we want to let them go back and restart it?
Okay, let's see.
Arshon, let me try taking the screen sharing real quick. Let me see if it works for me.
All right.
Is the volume working? Did you guys hear that?
I'm not hearing it on my end. If anyone else, Ravi, are you hearing anything? I'm not hearing any sound.
You just pitch live.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a live pitch, gentlemen. Unfortunately, there's no sound.
Actually, I think I might have the feature to share video. Let me see if that works. If y'all know.
The time started, guys.
Okay, then Arshon, let's go on the actual
All right,
speech.
I think the video.
Okay,
We're
ready?
not hearing anything, so I suggest you guys pitch live.
Okay, Arshon, ready?
Yeah. Ashton, do you want to share screen on this one?
Yeah. You can't see my screen?
No, we can.
It says I'm live sharing it. Okay, can you guys see it? Is it up?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then Arshon, start us off.
All right. For all of you, what's the biggest issue that we face right now? It's COVID-19. We've seen a tremendous growth in the number of cases, and people have completely changed the way that they live. And some of the solutions that we've been able to try to find is trying to get the proper information to people to go through the pandemic and trying to get connections to a medical specialist. And we've been able to put all this together in a new app called CoughSolve. Michelle?
So we've gone ahead and created a prototype of the app's basic menus. This is the main menu of the app where you can navigate to the several services available to the user. The first slide you'll see is the COVID-19 info page. This page provides information about what COVID-19 is in terms of what it is, how to quarantine, and where to get tested in case you need it. The next tab you'll see is the community tab. We created the community tab to make quarantine feel more interactive. It tracks your quarantine, lets you see how many people in quarantine with you, and you can get supportive messages if you need it. The next tab you'll see is the quarantine health tab. This is where you can book virtual health specialist appointments. All the costs are before insurance, and there are free mental and physical health suggestions to those who can't afford it. The next tab is the help or get help tab. This tab allows patients to get necessities delivered to them. And the whole point of this is to make volunteering more accessible through volunteers who are approved by the app through background checks. The next tab is Tech Analyzer. If you have a smart wearable device, the Tech Analyzer uses it to take its data and then analyzes it to tell you if you have an alarming condition. The app will also notify you if the condition is unstable. The next one is the hotspot alerter. The hotspot alerter uses places that are really populated to alert you if you're entering a populated area. And if you have COVID-19 positive checked on the main menu of the app, it'll tell you to stay away from the area at all costs. Arslan, take it away.
The way we want every single month, and how many people book appointments every single week. Now, the way we want to be able to give a proper service is we want to make sure that people can connect to medical specialists to make sure they can have their quarantine documented over time, and we want to have the resources delivered to them without face-to-face contact. Now, the cost to get this project up and running is about $17,000 for a software developer to build the app, about $7,000 to have them maintain it, and after 1 year of organic growth, we want to run ads to get more people to the app. Now, the people we want to focus on for the user market is about 22 to 50-year-old men and women who live in major cities, especially cities that are susceptible to travel. Now, when you want to monetize the app, you want to do a $3 CPM for ads. We also charge a 2% affiliate marketing fee for doctors to get appointments booked for them. And our break-even point for this project is about $20,000. We know that COVID-19 is a difficult battle, and we want to help fight that battle. We know with a project like CoughSolve, we can bring down the numbers more significantly, and we can help put people back into a great America. And we know that with this app, we can move towards the next step and help recover as a country. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're now open to questions.
All right. Any questions for these gentlemen?
I noticed some of your numbers were like maintaining this for 3 years, and your numbers are 5 years out. So do you think we'll still be dealing with COVID in 3 to 5 years?
Not necessarily. We do know that COVID can be a temporary solution, and we know that over time it will die down, hopefully. But we also know with an app like this, it lays a proper foundation to shift to any major problem that we have in the future. For example, if there's a new major disease that pops up and it affects us the way COVID does, then we can shift the app to face that major situation. We can also face issues such as mental health and change the app to adjust to that kind of issue. So for right now, we want to focus on COVID because that's the major problem that we face as a country. But later on, if we need to, we can shift to a different issue. We just use the same foundation and just change the settings.
Good answer.
All right. Is there any more questions that judges have?
Dr. Woke.
Nice to meet you. Dr. Wook, your mic is off.
I pressed too many buttons. So I noticed you had a community page in there. Why wouldn't just someone just use Facebook or Instagram? Why would they use your community in particular? And like, what value would that community? What value could you provide in the community different than Facebook or Instagram?
So while the thing about the community pages is that a lot of people aren't really posting that they're quarantining because of whatever privacy matters they have, that they don't want people to know that they may have been exposed to the virus. So this keeps you anonymous, as in there are this many people quarantining near you. So it's not like around the entire world, it's like in your local area. So then, and you can also track your quarantine in the app, so you don't have to leave anything. And then if you need it, you can also get positive quotes here. So it's the whole point is to make it more interactive and kind of give a boost to the mental health because it's been really low recently.
And the main focus of the community page is to make sure you can document your quarantine. So if any health officials ask if you have any proof, then we can show the console app and say that I have been quarantined for 14 days minimum.
Yes. Quarantine will restart if you leave a certain area. The app tracks you.
Okay, so it's more functional than it is like community, like developing a community.
Yes.
People. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Judges, any other questions? All right, gentlemen, thank you for being here today. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that, of course, was finalist number 5. We're going to move on to finalist number 6. The pitch is for Diverse is Not a Curse, and it's Temilola Agunola and team that'll be joining us. So if we can get the team on here, there we go. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right, so we are, is everybody here on your team?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go, I'm going to turn my camera off and you guys can get started.
Okay, thank you. Can we start?
Starting.
Good afternoon. We are the Diverse is Not a Curse team from Harmony School of Innovation, Katy, and our slogan is "We are the change that we seek." Meet our leaders. Hi, I'm the CEO, Avery Sambola.
Hi, I'm the COO, Temilola Ogunola.
Hi, I'm the CSCO, Anna Chambers.
The problem. People lack access to cultural food. Many people embrace their identity through food, but our team noticed many people lack access to many of the food items that are quintessential parts of their heritage. The solution? Make their native and cultural foods more easily accessible through our snack boxes.
Our box. Our box comes with 10 to 12 food items. They can be snacks, drinks, candy, or spices that are commonly used in the country's food. We will also provide a card with information about each item and its cultural significance. Lastly, our box includes a mini flag, a symbolic pin, and a company bracelet. Our boxes range from 25 to 30 depending on the country that it comes from. Target audience. While our box is for anyone who wants the opportunity to reconnect with their own culture or to explore someone else's, it's specifically geared towards high school and college students between the ages of 14 and 22 living in the Houston area.
Sidra, we can't hear you.
Our boxes are better because our boxes are 100% recyclable. Our products come directly from the countries whenever we can get them. We have firsthand experience, and we plan to donate 10% of our income to No Kid Hungry Foundation.
Marketing strategy. Our marketing strategy is to grow our company by using digital marketing. Our future plans are to consistently post on our social media platforms, do giveaways to garner more attention, and advertising our business in our school's daily newsletter. If you were to grant us with the opportunity to win this competition, we would use $730 for materials, $100 for future fundraising events, and $170 for advertising. Considering racial division going on, you can read that part.
In conclusion, considering racial divisions in society today, being unified is one of the most important things we need, and that's what our product wants to deliver. When we celebrate food, we celebrate culture, because food brings people together on many different levels. This product is just the beginning of a fight for acceptance of cultural diversity, and we believe you can be part of making the difference. Judges, we would love for you to join our Diversity is Not a Curse community and help us change the world one bite at a time.
All right, thank you, ladies. Judges, do you
have
any
questions?
You want me to go? Oh, hey, good job, ladies. I love the presentation. I love the concept. The only question I had is, can you share some information regarding your supplier chain and what that cost looked like for you?
That would be our head of supply chain, Anna. She can answer those questions for you.
Could you repeat the question? I cut you out.
Yes, Anna. I was curious to hear how you did your research and some of the numbers you came up with to come up with your cost as it pertains to your supply chain. And so if you can share some of those details, how you came up with that $25, $30 price point.
Yeah, so I did research for each product, for each box that we would need, and the price for each box and the things we would put in each box. And then I did the calculations to find out how much each box would cost, and it cost us around $10 to make for each box. And then we decided to price point our box for $25 to $30, depending on which country, because some of them will price higher than others. And I did research on where we can buy wholesale and where we can import goods from as well, to know which would be the best option for the cheaper.
Outstanding, Anna. Thank you.
I just want to comment that, like, I would absolutely buy this. And I would think that, like, you guys would maybe think about like a monthly subscription where you tried all kinds of different parts of the world, because, like, I don't know, it could be like a snack, like a wine tasting version of snacks. It could be really, really, really special.
Yeah, that was actually something that we considered when we were first creating our box. We're looking into doing that in the future when we have, more boxes available. But since we're only starting out with about 4 boxes, we don't obviously want to promise something that we might not be able to deliver in a certain time frame. And we also noticed that some people are a bit hesitant to be locked into a timeline and to be locked into a certain amount, so that by letting them purchase on their own time when they feel like they want to experience it, we're able to make more. But yeah, a subscription is definitely something that we're considering as we expand. So thank you for that. It's really helpful.
One of the things I would say in looking at this product is we're very lucky here in Houston with the access we have to international products. So even though I do agree with your premise, this would be interesting. I think it may be even more interesting to audiences outside of Houston, who do not have all the the good foods and access we have to internet products here. How would you go after if you were to choose to go after that market? How would you do distribution? And besides using social media, that's always the default. How would you go after markets that are outside of Houston to kind of bring this market or bring this presence of these type of products?
We would probably look outside of Houston, what most people, through social media, what most people like in those specific states, and how many people are able to get like their cultural foods there. And we would dive deeper into research about not being outside of Houston.
Any other questions from the judges? All right, thank you very much, ladies. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next contestant or next finalist here. Finalist number 7, Delicious Company by Sophia Zhao and team. So if we can get Sophia and her team in place, we'll go ahead and get started. Sophia, how many folks do you have on your team?
Right, we are a total of 4 team members.
Looks like everybody's here.
Yeah, before I start presenting, can I ask everyone to unmute just to make sure that our audio is working?
Hi, can you hear me? I'm Bonnie.
I'm Dheeraj.
I'm Sahar.
All right, that's perfect.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera and mic off, and you can go ahead and get started.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hi, we're Delicious Co., presenting you HexaWrap, curated by our team at Dulles High School. Right now, millions of bees around the world are currently dying due to global warming and pesticide usage. Because we rely on bees to pollinate 90% of the world's food supply, our current actions have alarming consequences. One aspect of this issue comes from the 10 million tons of saran wrap and plastic bags consumed per year, products that are hardly ever recycled and end up in landfills, releasing dioxin, a toxic chemical that contributes to global warming and ultimately the decline of the bees. Thus, our solution, Beeswax Wraps, addresses this issue by replacing plastic wrap that hurts the bees and the environment while educating our customers over the importance of bees with interviews from local beekeepers like Fernando Martinez. HexaWrap features natural ingredients and is easy to use for customers due to the non-sticky but adhesive beeswax coat. Just like plastic wrap and plastic bags, customers can use HexaWrap to store leftovers, wrap sandwiches, pack snacks, and more.
We identified millennials who live in urban to suburban areas as our primary target customers. Because these customers are worried about plastic waste, global warming, and the decline in biodiversity, our sustainable beeswax wraps will help them adjust their needs. In Houston, there are over 500,000 customers that we can market HexaWrap to, and this leads us to a projected market share of $6.9 million. We estimate operation costs to cost us about $1,120 per year.
For each HexaWrap Square purchase, customers can help stop up to 500 plastic bags and 2 rolls of plastic wrap from contributing to the plastic pollution and bee population decline. So this product addresses the needs and values of our eco-conscious consumers. Compared to common competitors, HexaWrap has 3 crucial competitive edges, one of which is that it gets shipped in a hexagonal box that doubles as a storage unit to prevent the wraps from meeting unsanitary kitchen drawers or cabinets, something that our competitors' paper envelope packaging fails to meet.
To reach our target audience, we plan on using social media platforms to spread brand awareness by engaging in influencer marketing and repost challenges, while also promoting at trendy restaurants often visited by our target customers. 70% of our revenue will come from online sales, and 25% will come from physical sales done safely at farmers markets. We only have to sell 23 large HexaWrap squares to reach our break-even point, and with the amount of pre-orders we have right now, our revenue stream is consistent and expected to move into the profit territory by the beginning of December. With this in mind, we're asking HCC to be the solution and grant us the seed money needed so that we can use $700 for higher quality packaging and production costs and $300 to fund more marketing strategies. So be the solution you want to see and invest in Delicious Co. today.
Hi, and we are open to questions now.
Okay, any questions, judges?
This is more of a question than a comment. It seems like a lot of where the effort should be here is marketing, because this can be, if it's marketed really cutely, this could be like a really really great gift to your your environmental best friend, and not just be like because like you guys had that hexagon box, that's cute. So it's making that even cuter. I could imagine it taking off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for that comment. When we were planning our marketing strategies, we took in mind how much of an emphasis our packaging really would be, because the first thing when you see is the packaging. So we want to make everything intentional.
I agree with Dr. Wilkins. I definitely think it can be very trendy in the clean space community. My only question is, in regards to your cost, could you go back over that slide again in terms of your, I think it was either your operating cost for the year?
Mm-hmm. Right. Would you like a breakdown of these costs or our profit margins?
Yeah, I just want to see a breakdown in terms of the market you're going after and how you came to those costs.
Mm-hmm. Right. And our VP of Finance, Bonnie, can take that question.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't really hear. I couldn't hear the question.
Okay. Since Bonnie is lagging a little bit, I can take the question for her. So basically, we estimate a majority of our cost to come from production and shipping. So it costs us $300 per shipment to make about, I would say, like 90 large sheets of beeswax wraps. And the other percentage of that comes from the shipping and handling of the fees, because we want to make all of our shipping align with eco-friendly measures as well. And the other breakdown of operational cost is composed of managing our website, because Squarespace needs about $200 a year to have like integrated e-commerce options. And so that's a majority of where we get it from. And then the marketing is coming from sponsorships when we do influencer marketing, and also the Canva Pro account that we have to pay for.
Okay, no, thank you for that explanation, Sophia. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any other questions? All right, no other questions from our judges. No other questions? We'll go ahead and thank you very much, team, for joining us. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you so much for allowing us to present.
Thank you. All right. We're going to move on to the next one. Finalist number 8.
Hello.
Finalist number 8 is EVO, Elkin's Very Own, by Kayla Awadin and team.
Hello. Can I just have all my team members like test their mic? Just say hello.
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 Okay. I think we're missing one
more. Yeah, Christine Dominic.
One more member? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, team, I'm going to go ahead and turn my mic and camera off, so please feel free to get started.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
I'm Ariana.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Joyce.
I'm Christine.
And together we are EVO. Looking into the rise of mental health issues, EVO identified that 1 out of 3 Americans suffer from anxiety disorder or stress. That's 110 million Americans.
In a survey taken by the students at our school, 68% said that they feel more secluded due to an endless cycle of school and work, a result validated by the CDC's recent report.
With this, EVO strives to stimulate a positive environment and encourage self-care. So today we are proud to introduce Fluorescence.
Fluorescence is an aromatherapy product that promotes self-care through the use of aromatherapy, gardening, and plant cultivation. Its manufacturing process is completely sustainable, as it is composed of 100% recycled paper, a biodegradable shrink, and flower seed. Lastly, each purchase comes with a bottle of organic essential oil and an applicator.
Through aromatherapy, fluorescence releases scents that activate olfactory receptors, which in turn stimulate easy breathing and sparks better focus.
When a fluorescent no longer has fragrance, it can then be planted. The gardening process will release endorphins and create an ease in the work environment.
And when planted, your fluorescent will now grow into beautiful flowers. We specifically chose low-maintenance flowers to ensure a stress-free cultivating process. As caring for one flower becomes part of their daily routine, it also serves as a continual reminder to care for oneself.
With our target audience being but not limited to high school and college students who report signs of anxiety and stress, that comes to around 220,000 people in the Houston area alone. This creates a market potential of $1.5 million with our product price at $7. In addition, a survey sent out to our followers showed that we already have over 100 planned purchases.
Despite the limitations on direct selling due to COVID-19, Evo is more than ready to pivot to the online market. We already hosted an online event called Hallow Evo and saw our account activity double. We plan on hosting more events such as 12 Days of Evo Miss and virtual initial coin offerings to encourage our followers to share their pair. To market in our community, we are hosting Coin Evo, a small business scavenger hunt to help us develop local business relationships.
Our main competitors, Airwick Essential Mist and Mock Pens, do not incorporate a second method of self-care, planting and planting gardening. Furthermore, Fluorescence uses organic essential oils, unlike our competitors who use oils that cause harmful pollution and have harmful chemicals.
With $1,000, we plan on using 60% to fund the most efficient manufacturing process, as we have decided to independently produce less. With the remaining money, we will use it to renew our online website, where from last year's data, we saw after opening our e-commerce page, there was a 20% increase in sales. This will also allow us to expand them outside of the Houston area.
In conclusion, Fluorescence targets 3 major focuses.
To focus on mental health,
provide a way to create a positive and stress-free environment,
and to remind everyone to care for themselves.
It's not just an evolution, it's an evolution. Thank you. And now we're open to questions.
Any questions there? All right, looks like we don't have any questions for you. Team, thank you very much. Very nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we are moving on to, I believe we're all the way to finalist number 9. There are 15 finalists today. Finalist number 9 is Flora Enterprise by Malcolm Chan and team. So if we can get Malcolm and his team in place, we'll go ahead and get started with the next finalist. And I'm not sure if Malcolm is here. Robbie, is Malcolm here? Let's see.
Yeah, just give us a minute to...
Sure, no problem. All right. How many people are in your team, Aaron?
We have 5 people.
5 people, all right.
All right, I'm going to share my screen.
We have one more member we're expecting, correct? There we go. Oh, no.
I think his connection isn't that good.
Okay, do you guys want to go ahead and do the presentation since he's having an unstable connection?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think our VP Emily is still trying to share her screen. Yeah. Let's try.
Is Malcolm still having issues connecting?
Yeah, we're just gonna proceed without him.
Okay, I'm going to turn my mic and camera off, so go ahead and proceed, and good luck to you.
All right. Hi, judges. We're Flora Enterprise, and today we're here to introduce you to reseed these 3-foot-tall barrels of plastic utensils. Hundreds of kids would come by and throw them away without thinking of the repercussions. These plastic bins are decorated with the blue oceanic design, but it's ironic because how could we be thinking of a clear blue ocean when this plastic is in that very ocean? So we had to ask ourselves, how can we make a sustainable alternative available to the public and more affordable? Introducing our bamboo utensils. We have these bamboo utensils that replace the plastic alternative, which are lighter, and they have a design. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
Okay, so they're a better alternative to other non-plastic options like metal because they're cleaner, lighter, and they're biodegradable. So transitioning to the next slide, who is Florist Market? To address the problem in our school, we target students in Generation Z from ages 14 to 23, which makes up 25% of the average consumer base. 50% or more 14 to 23-year-olds are interested in an eco-friendly lifestyle and therefore willing to buy sustainable products. They also tend to be more digitally engaged, so as we expand our market further on our campus, we found that regardless of age, 67% of internet-frequented consumers are more likely to live a healthier and sustainable lifestyle, which makes our market share out to be over $2 billion.
Flora's marketing strategy. We promote our utensil pouches through interactive strategies and inbound marketing, such as online giveaways like buy 2 pouches, get 1 bag free, outbound marketing, and we also partner with the boba shop and Hong Kong Chinese restaurant to hang informative flyers and sell products at the point of purchase. We've also connected to other like-minded businesses, such as the eco-friendly shipping company Box, to amplify our message and product.
Competitive advantage. We're selling our bamboo utensils at a lower price and quantities that end consumers actually want to buy. Other vendors sell their utensils at an average of $15. Our quality utensils are only $8 for the whole bundle of fork, knife, spoon, and straw. That's 47% cheaper. Competitors like Holden may flash low prices like $2, but they press their customers to buy in bulk to get a low price. We provide customers with a great price while still selling it in a quantity convenient for personal use.
So why invest in Flora? With the seed money, we will invest in inventory, manufacturing, our website, and marketing. Since we cannot handcraft our product like last year, we decided to switch to outsourcing, and by doing so, we can save 69% on our expenses because we are looking for high-quality producers who will provide custom designs to embellish our product with our branding. In addition, we will fund our online markets by paying domains such as Squarespace or GoDaddy. This will further enhance our digital presence. And finally, as we transition into online retail, we will finance our Etsy shop. So,
However small or large, your change will create a big impact in our community. Whether at school, through an investment, or through our supporters, we will work towards a more cleaner and bluer ocean. Your small acts create big changes. Thank you very much.
All right, Flora Enterprise team. Judges, do you have any questions for the team? Angela Wilkins.
Yeah. You said you already sold 30 models. How did you sell those exactly? And who did you sell them to?
Last year, we had an event at Memorial Mall for a trade fair, and we sold to people walking around at the mall, stuff like that.
I can also add on to that. So we've already pre-sold to Malcolm, who's not here. His martial arts instructor has pre-ordered 10, as well as other students at our school have pre-ordered 10 and 15 respectively.
So you're basically selling it to fellow students, people who are, at trade shows, and I heard someone bought 10 at that's a martial arts teacher?
Yes, because she likes to promote, Malcolm is her student, and so she would like to help him promote our product there.
Okay, so it's a lot of word of mouth. Okay.
All right. Any other questions from our judges? All right. If no more questions, thank you very much, team. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to move on to finalist number 10. Go Board.
Hello.
Gonzalez and team are going to be joining us.
Yes. Can y'all hear us?
We can. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Looks like you all are gathered together as one.
Yes, because we're at school.
Awesome. That's great. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera and my microphone off, and y'all can get started, okay?
Okay. I don't know if they could. Can y'all still see us while we share our screen? Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Do we go on this slide?
Yeah.
Let's hope they can see us.
Say that again. Are we good to start?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Hey guys, just got back from exercising and man, I'm feeling good. We're Go Board and I hope you're ready to get going with us because I know I am. Hi, this is the Go Board team. I'm Noah C.
I'm Paulina Gonzalez. I'm Alana May.
I'm Josh Rutledge. And I'm Caleb Taylor. Looking at the society we live in today, we felt that health is a major problem. Recent reports project that by 2030, half of adults in the United States will be obese. Only 1 in 3 children are physically active every day. Continuing looking at our society, family unity and technology are major problems in our society, we feel like. A new survey says that parents and children have less than 8 hours together in total each week. And children now spend more than 7.5 hours a day in front of a screen.
So my team and I created GoBoard to help combat these problems. GoBoard creates a casually active and fun environment while promoting social interaction. We wanted to give people a way to add physical activity into their regular life schedules. We also made our board game technology-free because we wanted people to have an opportunity to have quality screen-free time. Lastly, we strive for our board game to foster family unity. With the busy world we all live in today, our board game serves as an icebreaker to start conversing and start interacting together again as a family. This is our product. On the left is a picture of the actual game board. All players start at the word go and progress to the center of the board. And as you progress, the exercises get more difficult. The game is divided into 4 categories: strength, balance, flexibility, and endurance. On the bottom right is the picture of the actual action cards with the exercises. And on the top right is a picture of the 3D game pieces and the dice. For our market, our customer segment, we have 4 customer segments: families, youth, teachers, and those who have an interest in fitness. GoBoard is perfect for families and individuals who want a way to interact non-electronically and play a fun and active game.
GoBoard's market strategy consists of social media and direct selling. The strategy we've relied on the most is direct selling. This leads to new customers being referred from our original buyers. This was especially prevalent at the trade fair for JA, where we actually sold out of all the products we brought. Our next step in the near future is to post more on our social media platforms, and even further, we would like to purchase online ads. This would broaden our demographic and expand our target audience. This is us compared to our direct competitors. As you can see, we meet all the criteria we strive to with our product, including long-term gain, family-oriented, and active. The only one we don't meet is electronic, which is exactly what we're trying to disconnect from.
So for our next steps, we'd like to invest in our product. We want to create better packaging for the box for our product. We want to reach more customers through flyers and the social media ads that we were talking about. And we want to develop new versions of our game for senior citizens, young children, and those with disabilities. GoBoard combats a lack of physical activity, creates a casually active environment, shows our customers that we care about them and their well-being, and it helps our customers start developing positive habits. So judges, let's get going with GoBoard.
All right, thank you, GoBoard team. Judges, any questions for the GoBoard team? Any questions? Going once, going twice. And I think you guys did a great presentation. Thank you very much. And stay safe at school there. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are going to move on to our next finalist. And we've got 15 finalists here today. And finalist number 11, Hive by Bonnie Lovett and team. So if we can get Bonnie and her team in here. Looks like we've got one. Kevin, are you part of the team?
Yeah, I'm part of the team.
All right, great. How many people are on your team?
There's 5 total.
5 of you. All right. We've got a moment for everybody to join in. Looks like we're waiting on two more.
Who's missing?
Someone by the name of Edgar Herrera.
Okay.
All right, is everybody here? I'm going to turn my mic and camera off, and you can go ahead and get started. Good luck.
Thank you. Let me just present the presentation first. All right, just tell me when to start, sir. Alrighty, I'll be starting now. Good morning, my name is Jesus Martinez and I'm the CEO of The Hive. Today I'm joined by our COO, Kevin Navarro, our CFO, Edgar Barrera, and our CMO, Candice Sereno, and our CSO, Johan Isidro. The Hive is manufacturing a seed dispersal product called the Garden Blaster. The Garden Blaster is a seed dispersal product, and it is a developable clay and compost bottle that contains native seeds, and the Garden Blaster anchors the seeds to the ground so they're not washed away prior to germination. All the seeds are native to Texas, and the bees love these seeds. This is the Winchy JA team.
All right. So the problem we address with the product and with the Garden Blaster is a massive decline in the honeybee population around the world. As statistics shown from 1947 to 2008, there was a 60% reduction rate in the honeybee population. This issue heavily threatens plants as many rely on the honeybee as a primary pollinator. Pollination is crucial for plant survival and reproduction. The honeybees are responsible for $30 million a year in crops, so their extinction will have a drastic effect in the natural world. Next, please.
Our solution is the Garden Blaster. It's a compost mulch that acts as a fertilizer and an anchor for the seeds. The aromas attract the bees, and since we're using all native seeds that will reseed themselves, this creates an effective cycle that guarantees that the bees will continue to stay and thrive. Next slide, please.
Our main target audience is gonna be people who are more who are in the high school level. They're more eco-conscious and they're more open-minded about these types of things. So we assume that they'd be able to buy it, especially since the Garden Blast is priced at such a low price. Next slide, please. Our market strategy is going to start off as any other small business will. We're going to reach out to friends and families. We're going to spread the word by using flyers. And one big advantage that we have over this is that we have a school store with over 1,200 students that we can sell to personally in person. Next slide.
The competitive advantage of our product offers over a similar product like they leave an aroma that attracts more bees as it decomposes. We hand make them officially. For example, the image on the left is actually a batch we made in class. Supporting local small businesses by buying natural materials from florists and natural stores. They're eco-friendly, so there's no negative effect to the environment from the production and use. Next, please.
We're going to show people that we're entrepreneurs that can succeed in this very heavy world, and that we are going to make it a success. So with your investment today, that would lead to a very profitable future for everyone. Next slide. Thank you. And do you have any questions?
All right. Thank you, the Hive team. Judges, any questions? Angela Wilkins.
Hi. I'd say that the one question I have, okay, those little balls, can you make them a little bit more like perfectly circle? Like, is that, I think that would be more appealing to a buyer.
Yes, we can certainly make them more round. It's just those were the prototypes that we had.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just think that's the difference between it being more attractive. I think second, this is more of a comment. I might consider renaming it to something like Bee Saver, something that is a little bit more connected with your mission, that you're trying to save the bees, and just so that it makes your mission, your goal very clear.
Thank you. It was a collective decision between all of us of what name.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions?
Yeah, any questions for the Hive team?
Yeah, I had a question in regard to, I think you mentioned, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that the main customer will be students, if I heard correctly?
Mainly young people such as students, as statistically it's been shown that younger people are more, they're more open-minded about the environment, such as global warming.
One topic, I'm just gonna give you a thought, is there may be a threshold for the age in regard to, like, there may be some mothers or fathers, throwing this ball in their front yard, if the child is maybe 8 years old and there's tons of bees flocking in, they may not want to have their kids, their children playing in the front yard with all those bees. So there may be some, maybe logistical, but maybe also some emotional issues behind it that some people may be a little bit I mean, we all know that bees are very productive and supportive, but there may be some fear, my child may get stung from this activity or from this product. How would you address that? Or would there be maybe another market to go after that besides children, or you said younger adults, but who may benefit from this opportunity? And if not, how would you address that issue that maybe some people may be fearful in using it, having too many bees in the front yard?
We did think of this, and we had a couple ideas for the more general public, which is to add a little pamphlet inside that explains why bees are helpful, and also explain to them that some of the negative stigmatism found in bees, that they sting without warrants, is kind of more safe. Bees are typically non-hostile creatures so long as you leave them alone. And then I did forget to mention this in the marketing slide. We're working with local farm here in Houston to allow us to be able to sell to them directly, so they'll be able to benefit off of this.
All right, thanks, Dr. Woke. Any other questions from the judges? And if not, we appreciate it. Thank you, Hive team.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to move on to finalist number 12, Let's Fight COVID-19 by Afolabi Adebiyi and team. So if we get this team in place. And hi, Raul, are you on the team?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We got two folks here. How many people are on the team?
So, can you hear me?
We can.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, so just give us a minute to share our screen.
All right. Is it just the two of you? Yes.
Yeah.
We have 3 people in our team.
3 people on your team. Okay. I'm going to turn my mic and my camera off, and you can get started when you're got your screen shared. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so today we're going to be introducing the Let's Fight COVID app. I'm Afolabi, the founder, and I have Raul Sanchez and Mike Tran as the co-founders of this app. The first slide just shows the logo and the loading screen. Next. This is the main screen of the app. It has a very friendly user interface and is projected to reach a very large audience. Our goal was to create a simple app accessible to everyone regardless of age or computer literacy. We also wanted to aid our senior citizens by incorporating so much information in one app. With this, there is no need to download separate apps like Hotspot Locator, COVID Tracker, etc., which could seem complicated and take a lot of storage. We wanted an all-in-one app. As you can see, there's no sign-in button, and here's why. The top priority of the Let's Fight COVID initiative is to help everyone while protecting their integrity and privacy. The app does not collect any personal information, for example, age, and some apps might ask for age and provide prevention tips as regards to one's age, but we wanted to avoid that. We wanted to provide all users with the same relevant information. The app has a variety of features ranging from hotspots near me to frequently asked questions. To begin with, the Hotspot Near Me feature uses GPS tracking technology to inform users about nearby COVID hotspots. Prior to installing the app, users get a message seeking for permission to utilize their location services. The testing sites near me section also utilizes modern GPS technology to show users the nearest testing sites. Our app is integrated with Google Maps services, so when the users zoom in, they can see testing site within a 5-mile radius. Next, we have the prevention section with 2 subsections known as supplies and tips. The supplies section also uses location services to link users to online links to the nearest stores with supplies in stock. I'd like to pass it on to my co-founder, Raul.
Another feature that our app has is called Video Tip, which aids visual learners by showing videos provided by the internet. The user can click on whichever video they find the most interesting. For the frequently asked questions, if the user has any additional questions to ask, the user can post it, which can help others in the future. Any question can be viewed by anyone for responses. Lastly, we can show the user what our alert would be like for our app and inform our users about the latest news from the pandemic relating to their area. If the user around them has been reported to have high coronavirus cases, the app will inform them to be cautious in the area and to remember to wear a mask and remain a distance of 6 feet apart. As simple as the interface looks, the app will have a tremendous impact in the economy as it is something we actually plan to create. We'll use social media to advertise since it's the most feasible and cost efficient. And that concludes our app.
All right, judges, any questions for the team? Questions? Going once, twice. All right, I don't think there are any questions for you. Thank you very much, team. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. And we have 15 finalists, as mentioned. Next, we're up to finalist number 13, Simply Company by Michelle Wang and team. So if Michelle, there she is. Michelle, how many people do you have on your team?
I have 2 people on my team.
2 people. All right, so you've got everyone here. I'm going to go ahead and let you get started. I'm going to turn my mic and camera off and get started when you're ready.
Okay, I can't see everyone. I just want to make sure that you guys can see my screen. You guys see that?
Yeah, we can see it, I think.
Okay.
Yes, we can see everything. You're good to go.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Safa, and we're Simply Co. Our goal is making life a little less stale. How many times have you gone looking for a snack only to find that everything is stale? Inefficient clips are part of this problem and leads to food bags not being closed properly, which results in chips going stale and being thrown away and wasted. There's no easy way to control and organize bagged foods. Our clip is the solution. The clip is affordable, time-saving, convenient, organized, as well as effective at preserving contents. On this slide, we've provided a breakdown of our Simply Sealed clip. Open through the 2 latches in the front and back of the clip, and can be opened through the spout on the top and poured into the container of your choice. Here we have listed some of the features of the Simply Sealed clip. This chart demonstrates our position relative to our competitors. Next, I will pass it to Michelle to explain market research.
Thank you, Safa. Now, how do we know that there is a real need for this solution? Well, we were wondering the same question and conducted a market research survey with over 100 responses. From that, we got over 7% of families buy snacks every month. Out of these, 80% of families toss food out too quickly because it goes stale, which is exactly the problem we were targeting. So our market validation comes from Trade Fair last year, which we sold out and had 18 back orders in under 1 hour. In our market size, we plan to sell on a national scale. We estimate 3.15 million Americans. This is about 10% market penetration due to our target market of American families, parents, and college students. Now, how do we know we can make money from this? Well, from our first year, we have a projected revenue of $1,050. This comes from our performance last year at Trade Fair, where we sold out in 2 hours. We also have a capital raised about $1,620, which leads to a 250% profit increase. In the long run, this contributes to a $3.67 million projected revenue by 2024. This comes from our $7 unit price of average clip plus bag seed money. 70% of it will be dedicated towards marketing and advertisement to reach our target audience. The other 30% will be dedicated towards product research and design to not only further our clip quality, but also innovation. From here, we want to adopt this clip in all of our customers. So how to do that? We will first branch out to events, platforms, and partnerships that promote the same mission that we have of food conservation. Some of our testimonials
market.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Very good pitch. I was just kind of curious, who's making your product for you?
We actually have a supplier. So we first started with a wholesaler in China last year, and then COVID-19 broke out. We had to quickly pivot. So this year we source our product from 2 different suppliers. That way, in case that issue persists again, we have like this kind of like a safety net to combat that.
Yeah.
And also in the future, we also want to use our seed money or any other investment or capital we raise to eventually source our own manufacturer. So.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem.
Any other questions from our judges? All right, great presentation, ladies. Thank you for being here and good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we've got finalist number 14, 2 left. Number 14 is Splash by Sadia Isha. So if we can get Sadia on to join us. Hi, Sadia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. How many people are on your team?
It's just me.
Just you. All right.
Can you all see my screen?
We can. Yeah, you look like you're all good to go. So if you're ready, I'm going to turn my mic and camera off, and you can get started when you're ready to go.
Okay, so my name is Sadia Muhammad, and this is my HCC pitch. Okay, so let's get started. What is the problem? Number 1, chemical base. What's in a crayon, and how is it that something that is so small can create a huge impact in every single child's life? Many crayon companies produce crayons that are filled with unnecessary chemical products such as petroleum and lead, 2 substances that can cause hearing problems, sleeping problems, amnesia, and aggression, and many other unnecessary problems and barriers that can cause a child to stumble in their life. Number 2, how many times as parents, teachers, students who are doing a project have to buy a whole new box of crayons because the other ones keep breaking? Number 3, same old, same old. I'll have the usual. No, it is 2020. From cars to phones to refrigerators, everything has upgraded. And why do we have to choose between being safe and having fun at the same time? I think that the arts and crafts industry needs something new. This is why we created a company called Splash, the future of coloring. Splash is a new company that creates crayons that are not only fun to use, but are also safe to enjoy. We believe that every hue deserves a splash of something new. This is why we create the easy, simple formula: wax plus powder times fun equals splash. What makes us different? Number one, our creativity. We develop and created theme boxes that are not only useful but actually relatable and have cool names inside to match their color and their theme. Number two, we give back to the earth, and we also use recyclable pigment powders that give the color to the crayons that are derived from fruits and vegetables. Now, here comes the fun part. All of our theme boxes have a specific title, so we have music, superhero, and Disney princesses. Every box will contain cool names inside for each crayon dedicated to its theme. So some of the names that we have featured in the theme box are Pink, Purple Rain, James Brown, Nipsey Blue, and also many, many more. Now, we have individuals and we have dual-sided crayons as well. Each crayon will have two features. We have a housing used as a shell for protection and also a gear to twist the crayon in and also come back out. This design prevents less trips to the store and also saves more time during cleanup. Our customer segment. Our main two targets are teachers and mothers. We know that there are the connection and the bridge between crayons and children. And of course, our market focus is the arts and crafts industry, where we know our product will be most popular and be an opportunity for us to grow our product and our brand. And last but not least, our cost structure. So this is an ideal price that we have for our pack. We want each pack to be $5 or less. And our three main costs that we are working on right now and studying is boxing, manufacturing, and packaging. Now, before we end this pitch, we'd like to say thank you to the Houston Community College for helping us get one step further to making a splash in the world of color. That is my pitch. Thank you. I can see everybody.
All right, Sadia, great job. Thank you. Judges, do we have any questions for Sadia? Whoa.
Hello, Sadia, more of a comment. I really love your energy, and I think you're innovating a space that's been needed for innovation for a very long time. And I think as long as you keep that focus, keep that energy, it's going to really serve you. One thought that I run by you is clearly, when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, and crayons was just kind of a cheap thing my parents could give me. Looking at what you're doing, it probably is not, at that price point. It's probably a little bit more expensive, so a lot of people can't afford it. How do you envision maybe, eventually, looking down the line, how can you eventually make it accessible on a larger scale to people to everyone who might want it, versus maybe a very smaller audience?
Well, the goal is, because Splash represents diversity, so the goal is to have every child, no matter what their background is, to be able to have a splash of color. So what we plan to do, of course, is to work on, like I said, we're still in the building stage, but of course that's the goal, to work on and develop our product so that everyone can have the crayons available to them at their expense. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, any more questions? All right, well, thanks, Sadia. We're going to move on. I believe we've got one final one we're going to be presenting for us, Ravi. And the final, Aaron Batakan and team. Aaron, how do you pronounce your last name?
My last name is pronounced Badachan. It's from the
Badachan. Okay,
yeah.
All right. Thank you for being here. And you've got how many people on your team?
So we have 2 in our team right now, and our third member, he is missing, but we will try to make the best of it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn my camera and mic off, and you're welcome to share your screen and get started at your convenience.
All right, cool. So just to test our audio, can we just test how is your audio feeling?
Yeah, I can hear everything. Can you hear me?
Awesome, great. And so we're going to try 2 main methods. We're either going to try our YouTube video that we uploaded. We thought that because Chris wasn't able to attend today, we thought that would be the best way to portray our pitch with all of us included. So I'm going to try screen sharing really quick, and if that doesn't work, we'll just go with the live presentation. Okay, does that look good for everyone? Does it look okay?
Yeah, it looks fine.
All right,
Good to
I'm
go.
going to start the audio and enjoy.
Good afternoon. Over these past few months, we have found that there have been several needs in our community that we felt needed to be addressed. The COVID-19 pandemic has been limiting
Oh, the audio is buffering.
educational opportunities, thus leading to poor academic performance. Students have been increasingly in search of opportunities to find and cultivate their passions. High school students are looking for opportunities to help their community, and families and communities, both local and abroad, are increasingly desperate in need of financial support, especially during this pandemic. One way that one could simultaneously address all of these issues would be the development of a platform that allows for the execution of charitable projects and initiatives. This platform will provide accessible tutorials for students through a virtual medium, selectively recruiting high-performing high school students to provide instruction catering to individual needs. The proceeds we raise, we can invest in local communities and help support those in need overseas. Now, how exactly could one execute this, and how do we know it's going to work? Earlier this year, my colleagues and I established a 501c3 nonprofit organization as a foundation to reach out to and invest in students and communities. We started off providing classes and raising money for local causes, and over the course of several months, we've expanded both our reach and our mission. We have been providing hundreds of both paid and free classes through 3 distinct initiatives that are intended to address specific individual student needs. Additionally, we recently published an educational app on the Google Play Store. We're also currently in the process of publishing on the App Store.
Since we conduct classes and teach in a virtual setting, our organization's initiatives are entirely environmentally friendly. In fact, one of our projects, the Katy Wildlife Association, aims to raise awareness for protecting our ecosystems and sustaining the environment. Through tutoring sessions and lectures, our staff has helped significantly improve student academic performance. Our mentoring program has helped students maintain good grades, make better choices, and develop a better attitude about school. Additionally, our classes and projects shed light on public health situations that are often overlooked in the real world. Our PUME project aims to utilize donations from our classes to give back to areas where medical support isn't available. Our organization raises funds through various instructional programs and initiatives. All of our profits go to relief organizations and charities. On the top right-hand side of the slide, here are some screenshots of our financial expenses and donations. On the bottom right is a log of some classes we have taught in the past.
As opposed to standard tutoring businesses, our organization is nonprofit and purely philanthropic. We are also run by a team of passionate student volunteers and operate in a virtual setting, which allows our organization to easily expand and influence other locations both in and out of our state. In addition, we maintain an organized log of both student information and classes that grow in popularity. And to help keep things running, we advertise through 2 main channels, our large social media following on Instagram and YouTube. Through these 2 options, we can appeal to younger generations and can reach out to our target audience. And in the near future, we want to create more opportunities that cater to our students' interests and desires. And we want to establish a presence to reach out to more school children throughout Texas and overseas. Now, amidst a time like this, the best thing that we can do as individuals is serve one another. So we ask you to join us, and together, let's make a difference in someone else's life.
Okay, so that's our presentation.
All right, thanks, guys. So we're going to see if any of our judges, we've got Angela Wilkins has a question for you.
How many people do you have on your platform so far? And do you have an idea like what age groups they are?
Yeah, so
we
have over around 80 to 90 students that we've already taught, and we've taught students from grades kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade in our classes. And we try to keep our students diverse so that our organization can expand. And we do that through like teaching a lot of different subjects such as STEM subjects and also non-STEM subjects. So it appeals to a wide audience.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to add a little bit to that. So obviously, as Zen Outreach, we want to appeal to as much people as possible in as much places as possible. And so to do that, we've had a couple of marketing things that we've been looking for in the future as well. Something we've been wanting to do is we've been wanting to partner with a lot of major humanitarian organizations so that we can sort of give our resources in our education and offer it to other people, that wouldn't be able to get it normally, especially in like neglected parts of the world, such as like inner Nepal, Indonesia, and other places. And so recently we've had a kid from China just move here. So he was pretty new to all the curriculum and everything like that. His name is Bohan. And so when he first came here, he was not really sure of the curriculum and like how to speak English to like even like the most bare sense. So he joined Zenith Outreach, and it was really inspiring to see him grow. And so now he's one of the top students in his whole school, and he's getting like amazing grades, hundreds on everything. And that's what we're all about. We just love to see students that are struggling get better in their own ways.
No, I mean, it's a fantastic program. It's, I think like one of the things is like you know, it's, are you guys talking to, like you said, humanitarian efforts, but like, talking to the local schools, basically, basically, like you just pointed out, it's like students that might be having a hard time with their grades right now, this is a great, alternative for them. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just amazing what you guys done. How many volunteers do you have?
So our staff currently consists of around like 15 to 20 student volunteers. Most of them are high schoolers because high schoolers are generally more knowledgeable, and a wide portion of our audience are younger students.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also,
go ahead.
Yeah, so the great part of having such a diverse and great amount of student volunteers is the fact that say there's one person that isn't able to tutor on a certain day with some sort of obligation, we're always going to have somebody that's able to sort of like fill in that role in case something happens. And since we have so many staff members, we're able to give lectures almost every single day, at least 3 to 4 every single day. So we're able to make sure that students are able to receive information that they need, not just on like maybe 1 week a day like normal tutoring businesses would, but whenever they need, like 7 times a week, as much as they need it.
Mm-hmm. How do you guys find your volunteers right now?
So as you mentioned, like a lot of schools, we could reach out to a lot of schools, and we've actually done that. So a lot of our audience comes from other schools that we've reached out to. And we also use social media as a platform to advertise. So we have our own Instagram account, for instance. So we post like whatever lectures we're going to give. Maybe if we have like a big seminar coming up, then we post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I went and looked at you guys' website. It looks, you guys have done a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, I think,
yeah.
I think Ms. Wilk, I think you was one of your questions also how we actually get the volunteers?
Yeah.
Okay, so to answer that question, like honestly, in the beginning stages, it was kind of hard to get volunteers, but we've sort of created a name for ourselves over the amount of money that we've been able to raise for charitable profits and stuff like that. So for example, we started in the beginning of summer, and we don't take anything, we don't charge of any classes or any sort. We primarily just ask for donations, okay? And out of those donations, we've made up about $5,000 just from that alone. And so just from that, you can sort of see how big of an influence we have on the people that we're trying to reach out to. And so a lot of people have been coming in because like in the beginning, it was a lot of us having to look for more volunteers, but now it's more volunteers coming to us. So now we have to go through a whole stage of like interviews and like processes to make sure that they're qualified and like really wanting to do the job so that we make sure we have the best stuff as possible.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right, thanks, gentlemen. Good luck to you. Best of luck. And I'm going to turn things over to Ravi Brahmbhatt. And thanks for asking me to help you out on this, Ravi.
Todd, thank you so much. We appreciate the help here. So, folks, we are going to take a quick scoring break to make sure that all the scores come in. We request all the students to go back on the virtual tables. And just hang tight. It's going to be a 7 to 10 minute break. If we get our scorings earlier, we'll come back earlier. For those watching us on the stream, enjoy some royalty-free music and just hang tight. The award ceremony will start in a few minutes. Judges, if you'd like to share a few words of encouragement to all the contestants, that would be awesome. Dr. Wook, Mr. Yates, Dr. Angela Wilkins. Yeah, if you could just share with us. I know some of the judges are also scoring, so I understand if you don't have, we're putting you through juggling all the balls, right? So now you know.
Ravi's always getting me to multitask, which he knows I'm not very good at. I would say one of the things that I learned today, which was very amazing, is I saw a few students take industries that were, I don't want to say older industries, but industries you didn't think where there could be disruption in, and really provide some very unique and disruptive products that made us kind of rethink how we should be doing things. We saw the kind of monopoly board where you could do exercise. We saw crayons, and those are areas that, when a lot of we see the usual suspects, and when we see something like that, we're like, here's something that caught my eye. And I think when you're doing pitch contests like this, when you're creating a product, you need to, especially in a very crowded marketplace, you need to have these these ideas that people don't expect. And I think I was very impressed by some of those unique ideas out there, and it's very nice to see that there is still disruption. There's still this unique thinking out in the marketplace. So that's one thing I would say.
Yeah, and I'll just piggyback off of that. I was equally impressed with all the participants, and the fact really that, kind of renewed the faith that young people are looking at the problems that exist in their communities, in their backyard, and they're using entrepreneurship as a way to solve those problems, and is representing my capacity with Impact Hub Houston. Again, it shows that, hopefully the work that we're doing, and I want you all to know that despite what happens, you're all winners, and you have a community with Impact Hub Houston that we would love to grow alongside of you. So thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for everybody a part of this, HCC, and all the participants. You're doing an amazing job.
I think it was also just impressive to see how everybody worked as a team. Like, seeing these 4 people pop up together, and you can tell they're working together to move something forward. And, it's so hard to do that right now. But you guys have figured out how to do that. So congratulations.
Yeah, I thought the kids did really well. I just wanted to verify that the COVID track app, that was not part, they did not present. Is that correct? Because I don't have a scoring for them.
Actually, you could score them based on what they submitted. And I think Eric did share that his mic is working, but given the time, we asked him to just...
Okay, but he did not present.
He did not present.
Okay, I just wanted to verify, because that was the one place that I still had blank.
Yeah, so at this time, we're going to have to go with what he submitted without his presentation.
Okay, okay. No, I think they did great. Good ideas, and I love the crayon one too.
All right, judges, we're going to take that quick break. I'm going to send everybody back into the virtual tables, and then we'll call everybody back in for the award ceremonies. So feel free to double-click on the students' project table and talk to them directly, okay? We'll be back, folks. Thank you.
person.
All right. We are almost ready, folks. So just hang tight. The award ceremony. Let's make sure. If I could have the judges on the stage as well. We're going to have to do a virtual round of applause for all the teams were fantastic. You made it tough. You made it tough for our judges. Okay, so the results of the competition will also be posted on DevPost. I'm just waiting on Maya there. Okay. Are we ready? Last few minutes to go. All right, we're going to go backwards. So our third place winner for the 2020 fall, I love the drum roll, is Simply Co. by Michelle Wang and her team. Congratulations. Now, I won't be able to bring all of you on, so we'll just let you celebrate virtually. But congratulations. It comes with a $250 cash award. We'll tell you how to claim that after, but good job. All right, second place. We have, drum roll, Team 7, or Finalist 7, by Sophia Zhao, Ulysses Co. Congratulations, team. All right. So for top scorer for the Ideas Pitch Competition is going to be, drumroll, splash. Finalist number 14, Sadia Isha. Congratulations. We're extremely glad and honored that all of you have joined us. This concludes our semester student pitch competition. We do this every semester. We're so glad that we have amazing students in our community solving our and global problems. I'm just so fascinated by their energy, by their thinking. They're way, way ahead of their years. And I truly think they are going to be our change makers of the world. So with that, judges, I want to thank you for your time. You volunteered your Friday to us, so I appreciate that. And to all the contestants, it's not the end. It's actually the opportunity for you to get to know each other, find those change makers in the community, and build better products, services, and go change the world. We're with you. So with that, I want to conclude our program today. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to thank Todd Duplantis, Audrey Mitchell for helping Sue, and our partners, Impact Hub Houston, and also Greentown Labs for sponsoring the platform for us to use today. So everybody, thank you so much. We're going to send you back. You have some opportunity to network. We're going to kill the live stream, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Maya, would you like to have any lasting words? saw you just come in.